company's going to come out and actually start measuring kids so that we can come up with a final price of this is what it will cost. And I had spoke to Mr. Thompson about, I've found a school up north, it's Oklahoma Union, that might be very interested in purchasing these when we are done. They're a smaller school, so we're still going to be using them for a little bit this year, but if they go ahead and go with that, then we would sell them to that school at a fee that, would be good for us, where we get some money back, but it would also be giving them a good deal. So the uniforms that are left that they could pick out of, they have about 25, 30 kids in their high school program that they could still be used going on further. They have some of the same colors that we do. So that's why I brought that up with him, so that at that point when we're ready, that's already done. So.
Any question about surplus and uniforms?
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Your vote, Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Moore? Yes. Mr. Petrie?
Aye.
Ms. Barney?
Attempt to take some trips. We feel it's really good for our program. It helps out, recruiting, keeps numbers up, and it gets a lot of our students out of the state of Oklahoma, going to other places. Some of them, as you well know, don't leave the town of Wagoner very much, and so getting to go to places like that. The plan is to go there. We'll be competing with the bands all across the United States that are also there to compete with concert band. The jazz band will both be competing there. Obviously, as I guess you guys have all the paperwork that's submitted, that there is a little bit of fun in there included, but there's the competition side and seeing a bunch of the sites out there, educational wise as well. So.
Any questions? One of the main responsibilities of the Board of Education in the state of Oklahoma is to approve an out-of-state trip, especially if there's any kind of transportation provided. So that's one of your main responsibilities in this. So any questions about the out-of-state trip?
So it's spring break week. Seems like it's
Same week as
It
spring
is
break?
not. It's the week following. You have to follow a like dates that you can actually go do that, and we try to stay out of the testing window of that.
just right before testing.
It's actually like two weeks before the testing window opens.
How many teams are you expecting for the competition?
There's usually 20, 25. What they do, it's through Disney. It's a really big deal. They have vocal that come. They have orchestras that come. They have bands. They have jazz bands from all over the place that go there and go into competition. You compete basically like we do here in the same same size groups and all that, but it's just at a different level. You get to see different groups, different judges judging you, instead of just state levels.
If there are 20 to 25 groups that will be there, how did Wagoner get selected, or how did you get into that? That's a pretty small number when you look at the whole United States.
It is, and there's different weekends. Like I said, you can go into April and do that. It's not really as selected. That, like, a lot of people think that, well, I got selected to go to this contest, or I got selected to go to this parade. That's kind of one of those things. It's you sign up to go do that. Is how that works.
Any more questions?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Your vote, Mr. Brown? Aye. Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Ms. Petrie?
Aye.
Ms. Barney?
Aye.
Chair votes aye.